Okay, so after last time, you know what? I wanted to give Sidehawk another chance, or Crow another chance. So now we have Crow versus Stinger. So on the left, Sidehawk, that's Crow's AC from Last Raven, remade exactly. One rare case when all the parts were the same and actually worked right. And on the right is the Vixen, Stinger's AC from Phantasma, later remade in Nexus, and all of his parts, which finally became available in LR. So yeah, let's see what happens. The Vixen is basically mostly a blading AC, just kind of closes in with its little laser pistol and goes from there. It's not really even fair to call that thing a rifle. It's classed as a rifle, but really it's a pistol. And it's just basically meant as kind of an offhand, you know, I've got this thing, I might as well use it type of situation. It's for when you want to move around a lot, but you still have something that's weak to energy. You don't want to spend the ammo cost for bullets. So that's what happens. And yeah, so he's pretty effective at what he does. Set his enemy situational awareness pretty high. It seems to have helped him. Unfortunately, it seems to be about the 6 or 7 range when it actually starts helping blading builds, and they usually end up needing those points for other things. So I'm gonna bear that information in mind for the future. But yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that it has to be so high to actually get an effective blader going. But it is what it is. You seem to need a pretty good combination of weapon usage, attack strategy, and yeah, enemy situational awareness. As the AI goes, and there's not a lot of heads that can support maxing out everything. Alright, so it's really a lot closer than I would have thought right now, because he's getting the Stinger's doing pretty good on those slashes. Going for that overhead there. Yeah, as long as Sidehawk can manage to get some of his rockets in, he should be able to get at least an AP lead. Ouch. Yeah, every time that it seems like he's getting a lead, he's getting cut in the face. Really doesn't matter ground or air. Stinger seems to find him. Holy crap, this is close. Alright, your Gatling gun out. I'm not using it much. Right, this might come down to an AP win. And as per usual, if it's within a few hundred that they end up tying, I kind of may count one fight out of the entire thing as a tie. Basically just moving on to another round, just for lapsing curiosity to see if somebody can pull it back after some unlucky losses. But it looks like Sidehawk's got it. Yep. Alright. Yeah, the Stinger looks cool, but it's almost like he was doing a challenge run. Wait, that was the right thing. What am I doing? Not the murder.exe. That would be very one-sided. Yeah, that one is basically my resident bouncer AC. Whenever something just needs to be completely put down to the ground, it is a disturbingly effective nuke build. To the point where usually it goes in with a bunch of small missiles, wears out the other guy's defenses, and then drops some nukes. Gets them overheated, I can't fight back, finishes off with heat. Alright. Another close one. So, Stinger's got the lead so far. Looks like he may keep it at this rate. You know what? This map reminds me of, I think Dark Souls a little bit. That reminds me of Majula and DS2. just because of that little landscape area right there. Not really landscape, but what's the word I'm looking for? The kind of the cliffside there. Got the cliff and the sun and the ocean. Like, yeah, sure, they've... Seascape, that's what I'm looking for. There have been other seascapes in the series, but... You know, personally, I really like that one. It's weird, because the game felt really gamey in general, too, I mean. But honestly, I think I've played it more than the other ones, by a pretty wide margin. I love the design of DS1 more, and DS3 is pretty awesome too. Then for some reason 2, I just enjoy doing runs more. I'm not really sure why that is. Okay, yeah, this is pretty solidly going to side hawk right now. Nice. Still close though, so Stinger can still pull it back. Once again, I pushed down, it did not register, and that's a shame. Yeah, after this, there'll be... What's it? I was doing Glint versus Shade. So they're practically the same build, just in different generations. Same idea. Like short to mid-range spammer with long-range missiles and all that. Both of them were meant to be very evasive and overwhelming. Even had a very similar emblem, as well as build. Ultimately, between the two of them, I think Shade would end up winning, but we'll see. Alright, so, currently Sidehawk in the lead here. Actually, I'm a little shocked how well he turned out. I mean, I tried giving him operation chips to kind of do his same usual flying maneuvers as usual. Thing is, just kind of setting his AI to always want to fly, and setting him to sort of mid-short range with constant attack. That kind of setup. That seemed to be enough to generally get him to function as he should. I'm an idiot, I'm having him fight himself, by the way. Good job. Yep. Right, so that's not going to count, obviously. But sometimes you just gotta have the doppelgangers go at each other. I completely lost track of what I was... Oh yeah, so I'm a little surprised at how well the AI performs without operation chips. Is generally what had happened. I originally had given him a bunch of fly overhead chips, which, you know, naturally you'd think they try to do. Unfortunately, when they follow their operations, they follow them completely. So he will do anything to get overhead, including friggin' running himself into charging, and just fall like a brick on top of their face, just over and over. So he would stop trying to do these little hops to conserve energy. He would just basically go on a full blast, try to fly over the other guy. So that wouldn't work. I tried to give him rain from above. Similar thing, he was happy to run himself into nothing as long as he could get one more shot from the air. But the aforementioned setup seemed to do the trick quite nicely, so he's pretty true to form, I think. I mean, aside from the walking thing, I don't know what's causing him to walk, to be totally honest. His AI is literally set to just hate walking more than, you know... I don't even want to follow that joke up with where it should probably go. But I think you know where I'm going with it. There we go, it's set to hate walking more than somebody with a broken foot. There's a nice innocent way to put it. And I think he's just got his third win. Yep, that's solid. That is solid. Nice. Alright, so there you go. I think that's safe to call there.